Hello and hail Caesar. We are starting a new story tonight. How about that?
Is it all about a pizza franchise?
It is. Crispy, crunchy garlic breadsticks and sauce. Oh, I miss those days of college. Yes, that's exactly right. We're going to get two pizzas for the price of one tonight because we are starting, and for our friends who are not in the United States, that is completely lost on them. But that's okay. So, hello and welcome to anybody watching this, and hello to you, good sir, for the beginning of a new section. Tonight, we begin in earnest the Gallic Wars from approximately 59 BC to about 50. And I've got my note cards here, so we got a lot of material to cover, and luckily we know a bit about the principles, so I'm just going to dive right in and see if I can get through most of this within 10 minutes. So strap in, everybody. Here we go. The Gallic Wars that we will be doing tonight will be essentially the next five scenarios, and four of them will contain our friend Gaius Julius Caesar that we see prominently here on the map. So I think what we should do in order to set the stage in our fair Belgica, where our play will be taking place tonight, I need to give you a little bit of background. And again, I'm trying to cover a lot of material in a very scant manner. So please bear with me and pardon the crudity of this model. In 60 BC, we have the establishment of the first triumvirate. We've mentioned it before. We know the principles involved here. They are Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. This is a quasi political alliance, and it's really less about friendship and more about political and personal advantages that they can use to line their pockets and increase their own power and fortunes. And with this, each one of them are going to get lots of benefits from it. Essentially, they're all going to get a little section of the Roman Republic that they will get generalship that they can maintain and run as their own personal fiefdoms. Caesar himself, who is in fact Marius's nephew, whom we remember from way back, and the Marian legion blocks here are a reminder of. His background is that he and his family, like Marius, have always been a member of the populares, which are the plebeians, the common man, and they have always fought for the reforms to help bring people out of poverty, and we've seen this time and again where they're trying to restructure the plebeians to help them all rise with the Roman Republic. And we counter that with Crassus and Pompey, who are part of what are known as the optimates, and it sounds right there, the optimate the optimal people. They are the rich and powerful, politically connected and wealthy folks. So we're going to see that that's going to be one potential fracturing point down the road. And during this time, Caesar is also named Pontifex Maximus, which means he's the head priest of the Roman Republic, which means one of the benefits he gets to do is he gets to interpret the auguries for all of the big decisions that are made by the political body. So that is one thing that he is going to have as an advantage. And starting in 59 BC, we see that Caesar is going to be given Gaul, and Pompey is going to be given Spain, and Crassus will be given territories in Syria. And each one of them will raise their legions, and they will control through militaristic force each of these areas during this time. This will lead to personal wealth and personal fame and fortune during their adventures. And in 56 BC, so basically Caesar's given Gaul, and he spends the first few years there. We will see in 56 they're going to actually assign him to Gaul for another 5 years. So he's going to spend about 10 years in Gaul with his military adventures. But one of the things that Caesar does to help cement this alliance with Pompey is his daughter Julia actually marries Pompey. And they live very happily for just a few years, but then in 54 BC, which is beyond our story tonight, but Julia will die. And in addition to Julia dying, that's going to cause some personal animosity between Pompey and Caesar, who are already rivals. We will also see Crassus is killed during a military campaign in Syria. So now you've got one member who's dead from the triumvirate and two that are kind of at odds with each other. So this will fall apart politically, and we will see it lead to considerable bloodshed and civil war here in the next decade to follow. But for our story tonight, during Caesar's time in Gaul, he felt what he needed to do was to attempt to pacify the various and sundry tribes that were all over. And when we talk about Gaul, just to refresh, I'm pulling up a map here for you. We're talking about modern day France and Belgium, and there's the Celtica portion of France, and then there's the Belgica portion, which is where we're going to focus our story tonight. A lot of the tribes that you're going to hear about, the most prominent one is the Nervii, and they are sort of the most warlike, and they're considered to sort of be the alpha tribe. And they will have many, many tribes that will gather under their aegis, and they will attempt to resist Roman occupation for many years. So the first real conflict that we're going to see tonight is when Caesar takes his legions and he hears through local chatter that the Nervii and a lot of these other tribes are attempting to formalize a military alliance against Rome. And he figures what he needs to do is to do a preemptive strike. So he's going to lead forces into Belgica in northern France. This is really right on the border of France and Belgium modern day. One thing that we have to keep in mind about all of this that we're going to talk about tonight is all of the accounts of this battle at the River Sabis are from the historical accounts and the memoirs of Caesar himself, from his accounts of the Gallic Wars. So right there you've got sort of a question mark. How reliable is this single source of information? How much is inflated? How much is self-aggrandizing? We just don't know. But the Nervii in this battle that we see here will be assisted by two other big tribes. One is the Viromandi and one is the Atrebates. And each one of them will kind of be on this map. Essentially, each one of the flanks is a group of these tribes. They're the big three. There was also a fourth tribe that was en route to assist. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But Caesar takes his, I think, 8 or 9 legions, and he preemptively attempts to attack. They're marching into Nervii tribal territory for about 3 days. And his account is that his legions comprise of about 35 to 40,000 men. He will have some cavalry and lots of light auxilia that he is getting from the local tribes. His account of the Nervii forces is 100,000, so they outnumber him by almost 3 times. That's, again, by his accounting. Now, modern scholarship seems to bring that number way down and say that it's probably more like 30,000. Realistically, the Romans probably have a numeric advantage over them, but again, we will never know precisely what that are. One of the big legions that we have here that is a special block that you'll talk about a little bit later is Legio 10, Legion 10. And they're all numerically indicated in the battle maps that I've seen, but Legion 10 is the most prominent one. This was Caesar's favorite, and they will play a significant part of this battle. So in the lead up here, Caesar has been marching into their territory for about 3 days. Some of the sympathizers that have been hovering around his camp, maybe, porters or whatever, they scurry off and they inform the Nervii of the Romans' size and formations, and they talk specifically about their baggage trains. And obviously each one of the legions have a very large baggage train. We've seen this in previous battles, and it causes problems. That's logistics. And whenever you have this large train of men and material being dragged behind your army, that's going to be a vulnerable point. And so that's exactly what the Nervii attempt to do. Our leader here is Bodugnatus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and he formulates a plan to ambush Caesar. And the signal that they will use, he tells all of the associated tribes that they're going to amass behind the river Sabis here, and they will keep an eye on the Romans. And as the legions are arriving, once the first baggage train arrives for the legion, that is the signal to attack in force. And so they're waiting during this time. Over here on the Belgian right, the Roman left, we see they've got some cavalry under leadership there. That cavalry was going out and harassing some of the legions. They'd literally ride out, get close to them, cause a ruckus, and then when they were pursued, they'd run back into the woods. And the Romans were smart. They knew we're not following them into the woods, so they would just chase them up there and just kind of come back to the river. We see each side has a camp. We got the warriors up in the upper left-hand corner there, occupying the Belgii camp, the Nervii camp, and we have the Roman unfinished rampart there, which represents their unfinished camp. And they will play an important part of this because once that baggage train does arrive, the signal is given, and at first the Belgian right kind of runs forward and immediately engages many of the legions over there, including Legion 10. And it becomes that once they get into the river, it becomes quite chaotic. And at first, the Romans start to crumple back a little bit. That left flank starts to crumple. So Caesar has to go over and inspire the men, and he gets Legio 10 there under Labienus. He gives them marching orders to take the battle directly across the river and attack in force, and if possible, to try to get around the center, because at the same time, once they're crossing the river, Caesar then moves back over, and he's very mobile. He's going back and forth across the hills here to get to the right side to help support that side. And in his own accounts, at one point, he actually takes up a shield and gets in line with some of them, and that inspires the men in the legion to fight harder. So it's very much about charisma on the battlefield and leadership, and that's what he attributes to his victory here.
According to him.
According to him, exactly. When you have single sources, okay. Yeah. So once they start pushing, they do get the advantage over the Nervii. They push them across the river, and once it gets heated again, that right flank of the Romans start to get into trouble, and the Legion 10 sees that they're already across the river, and they manage to get behind the bulk of Bodo Ignatus's forces to help the Roman right, and they actually completely surround them at this point. And when you have disciplined, militaristic, trained Romans versus wild men and tribesmen of varying degrees of skill, it's hands down, it's never. And the other factor was that the tribesmen only knew how to fight with spears and typically not with shields. They were not familiar with range combat, such as it was. So all of the heavy war machine that we see here and some of the other factors where they were using slingers to pelt rocks, when they surrounded them, it was literally they were just throwing spears constantly into the center mass of men and just killing them. The Nervii were fighting to the last man. They were actually, in some cases, in counts, picking up and grabbing the javelins as they were being flung in and flinging them back at the Romans. So they literally fought to the very last stand, but they were completely destroyed. According to Caesar, he killed, based on accounts from some of the elders that came out from the tribes afterwards, that we had 60,000 men to start, and you've killed all but 500 of them. So it was something like a 90 to 95% casualty rate for them. Again, all based on Caesar's account, so we will never really know. But this is the first real conflict where Caesar has a struggle, but he's going to use this as sort of a determination to help redouble his efforts as he moves forward to conquer all of Gaul. And we will also see in future scenarios here he's going to take that across the English Channel into modern-day Britain. So that is where we are tonight. We've got it's a humdinger. I mean, it's an 8-banner battle, so why don't you tell us all about it?
So it is an 8-banner battle tonight. Patrick will start off with the Belgaric tribes. He'll have 4 command cards, but he'll get to move first. I'll take command of the Roman legions with Julius Caesar as my leader. And I'll have 6 command cards, and we are playing to 8 banners. There are a few special rules in effect for tonight. At the start of either player's turn, if a friendly unit occupies the enemy camp hex, which is the barbarian actual camp and the Roman unfinished camp, that player immediately gains a victory banner that cannot be lost, and the enemy camp is removed from the board. And you'll get that victory banner before you play your order card. The river is fordable, so we'll take a look at our river rules here. Typically, that just means
they have to stop.
You can battle in and out of the river with a max of 2 dice. Range attacks out are limited to 1 die. You have to stop after entering, but you can make a momentum advance when applicable. And we have a new rule. with a new hero with the Julius Caesar rule.
Hail Caesar!
Yes, just like Alexander before him, the Julius Caesar rule, when Julius Caesar is attached to any Roman unit, that Roman unit will get one additional battle die in close combat. And that will also include any special terrain hexes they might find themselves in that normally reduce the number of dice being used. In addition, when Caesar is attached to a Roman foot unit, and that excludes war machines, but any other foot unit, that unit can move 2 hexes and engage in close combat. So suddenly, heavy troops and medium troops under Caesar's command become a lot more threatening. In addition, there's a special rule for Legio 10, the 10th Legion rule. Their special rule, they are a heavy infantry unit. They're armed with Pullman sword, so like any other Marius foot unit, heavy or medium, they'll get a missile attack. They can move 1 hex and close combat as normal, or they can just move 2 hexes and not battle. Very flexible. And then, of course, for the Roman player, the Marius rule is in effect using the Marius blocks. So all of our medium and heavy troops will be armed with those poems. So there you go. A lot to keep track of tonight. I'm sure we'll screw it up.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I will go ahead and grab my 6 cards to get us started.
And one thing to consider about this one, based on the commandsandcolors.net, is that this is almost 70-30 Roman, based on the data that has been contributed by the players. So if we see that the Romans take this one in a sweep tonight, do not be surprised, because it seems that with the potency of Caesar and the Legio 10, that they're gonna have some fun tonight, I think.
Don't worry, I'll find a way to screw it up.
Well, I will get my 4 cards. Womp womp.
Oh, I guess I should have let you draw your cards first, but not that matters in a virtual deck anyway.
Yeah, that's right. So, I am going first then.
Yep.
Okay, well, what do we wish to do here?
Oh, hey, Patrick, by the way.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good luck to you, sir. I'll need it. Let's recreate history. I'm a student of history, so let's do 3 on the right. And I'm going to do these 3. All right. So we're going to have... And then the auxilia will just throw from their current spot, I think. A medium cavalry against your lights, what would they like to do? They would like to evade. So we're going to have 3 dice with green circles only. And that's a decent evade. Okay. And then the medium cav will go against your auxilia with 3 dice plus leader bonus now.
They are stuck in, so they won't go anywhere.
Okay.
Auxilia are very stubborn that way.
Yes, they are. And we'll do 2 hits to them.
And they'll retaliate with 3 dice. Ooh.
Okay.
So 1 hit and 2 flags. You can't ignore them both, so you'll have to make 1 retreat at least.
Okay, so give me a leader check.
Oh, yeah, you might want to make 2, huh? But no.
Okay. So they will retreat from whence
I'm still smarting from last week's 3 flag roll, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Be it
I have nightmares about it now.
Really?
Nightmares.
Nightmares. Jeez.
Nightmares about 3 flags.
Don't note to self: do not give Peter a box of Kleenex, for that will freak you out. All right. And then the auxilia here will just throw across the river 2 dice at your light bow, and we'll get a hit.
Ouch.
Okay, that is all.
Well, this seems a bit too good to pass up.
Oh, I know. I just saw it coming.
So those units. Okay. Yeah, we'll still do that. We'll do this. We'll bring them up there. All right. 3 attacks from my cavalry.
Boo!
2 hits. Let's see.
All right. Hit. All right. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me 3 back. Ah,
Second cavalry will attack.
come on, hold on. Girl! 3 back. Oh, come on. Same thing, really? Damn die roller.
It is the same thing.
It
Weird.
is. Yeah. There's no streaks in the die roller.
All right. It's going to be up to
No,
the
no,
Auxilia.
no. They move 2, so they do not get to battle.
Oh, no. Right. They did move 2. Well, so much for that. Poop. I guess I'm done. That was a bit anticlimactic.
Now I gotta think about this damn game. I had it, Marcus. Just not.
Well, but then in consolation, I have a weird hand of cards.
Just the wrong component of things. Let's do this. Do a coordinated attack. Order those 3. So they'll move to there. They'll move to there. And they'll move to there.
Okay.
Let's do the warriors here against your light bow first.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 dice out of the river, sadly. But you have the option to evade.
I think that's probably wise with the Fury of Warriors. But you're only rolling 2 dice. You know what? We'll make a stand.
You're going to make a stand.
Gonna make a stand.
You're not supported, you know. And you know I love to roll flags.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got a clear line of retreat, so I'm okay.
All right. Here we go. 2 dice.
Oh, Jesus.
Quake and fear of the wall, the Belgica Nervii.
I'm going to do 2 dice, which works out because that's all I can roll anyway.
Okay, good. All right. Then we'll do the saving force here to try to extricate this other medium cav. So it will be 3 dice against your Auxilia plus leader bonus. Always 1 short. Damn it.
2 dice coming back at you.
Yep, we'll just stand there. Okay, well, so much for that.
How far does the Auxilia move over here?
They move.
Oh, was that?
They move 2.
Okay. I'm going to activate 3 units in the center. Being those 3. Hilltop, my war machines will let loose a hail of fire.
Zeroed in on the river.
They will follow up with 2 dice. That's their maximum dice going into the river.
Okay, so we have to take them both, and that is 4 hexes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And yeah, that's it. I think I'm done. The game's insisting I do something stupid, so I will.
As will I. Alright, we're going to do our double time card. And we're going to do 4 units together. So those 4. These guys will go to there. These guys will go to there. Actually, I'm going to have these guys. They're going to go back here instead. So, the Auxilia will fire, and the other warriors will go there. We'll start over here. Warriors against your Auxilia. We'll get 4 dice plus leader bonus. Take him out. Advance in battle again. Targeting that one. What would they like to do? Okay.
They will evade.
Alright, so 4 dice, looking for triangles only. Oh, great evade. Great evade. Alright, and then these guys go against your mediums with 2 dice coming out of the river. And get nothing.
2 dice back into the river. 1 hit.
Alright, that is all.
Well, as I said, the game wants me to do this, so I will have to do it. All right, going after your unnamed Gaul with 3 dice. Oh, 4 dice with leader support. There's 2. But your commander lives. No. Okay, going after that lone cavalry.
Get one more. Well, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, I did get 1 more. This time I will advance and attack again. So I'm going to make sure I roll all 4 dice. Here we go. This is probably stupid, but okay. 2 hits.
Not bad. Get 4 back. 2 hits and a retreat. Alright, we'll do 2 in the center. Those 2. 1, 2, 3 to there. Give some leader support to these guys fighting out of the river. Alright, 2 dice plus leader bonus. I hate the whiff.
2 dice coming back.
Not my night. I was hoping to start with such promise. Alright, back to you.
Two dice.
Two dice back with leader bonus. 1 hit.
All right, War Machine against the same unit.
They retreat.
Retreats don't get you victory banners.
No, they do not. Alright, 4 on the left.
Hmm.
And this one will fire there. Alright, 2 dice because he did not move. Cross the river. Nothing. Back to you.
I'll throw their short spears. They will attack with leader support.
Wow.
They really, really wanted to impress that guy. I'm not going to advance.
We'll do... What are light troops? Those 4. Have them come down to there. They'll go to there. And then the auxilia will just throw spears along with. So throw the Libinus. Get 2 dice for not moving. Nothing. This one also moved, so he only gets 1. Nothing. This guy will get 2 for not moving against your light bow. Gets a retreat. And that is everything. He really wants you to use those horses.
I guess that was like my comment earlier when I do the second one. I was like, that game just wants me to do something stupid. All right.
Come on in, the water's fine.
I'm trying to ride down those spearmen.
They'll evade.
4 dice. That was a good evade. This will be normally 2 dice plus 1 makes it 3. 2 hits.
Do 2 back. Nice.
Stupid cards.
Do those light troops again. There you go. So there. And there. And attack into the river there with 2 dice. And you will evade. So I'm looking for a triangle, baby. Oh. Okay. And over here, we'll throw 1 die at your cavalry. Nothing. And these guys will throw 2 dice at your cavalry. Nothing. All right.
They will take advantage of their 10th Legion rule and move 2 hexes and not fight.
Okay. Do 4 dice.
Breaks the heart.
4 dice plus leader bonus. Oh! Wandered too close to our camp.
Well done.
Thank you. I needed that moment of inspiration. 2 on the right. Let's see if we can't cause a little mischief here for the 10th Legion.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna have 4 dice plus leader bonus. Do your worst. We got a hit and a 1 retreat. So let's see. Well, maybe 2. Let's see. Here's the leader check. He's okay.
So a hit, and then a retreat I can't take, which is another hit. They'll come back at you with 5 dice with leader bonus.
And we will ignore both of those flags. Well, maybe.
What's that?
Well, we can ignore both the flags because they're warriors plus a leader, but maybe not. Let's see if you tag the leader. He's okay. So, all right. And now the lowly younglings will attack the same legion with 2 dice plus leader bonus. What can they do? Nothing.
Ooh. They can die.
Would you like to move the blocks? You just let me know if you want to move the blocks. I'll just let you move the blocks. All
All
right.
right.
It's okay.
Gall. The gall of
The
these Gauls.
Gauls, yes. All right. So that is all.
Goodness. Bold. Bold.
That's the kind of talk that makes me think you don't have a left side card. Oh, well, you got that.
Yeah, but it's not how I wanted to use it. But I'll use it nonetheless. Oops, nope, didn't want to do that. So, all right. Going after those guys with 5 dice.
Okay. You get him. All right.
1 die for your barbarian.
Oh, this is getting away from me fast. Damn. Wish the dice would work for me. But again, 72%.
All right,
Or
War
six.
Machine. From the hilltop to those warriors camping on the hill. 2 dice.
Jeez. Well, and they're dead.
Oh, yeah, they retreat too.
Yep. Just unbelievable how far it got away from me so fast.
But the thing is, I feel like I haven't done anything that I really wanted to do.
Yeah, but you and I have both tried trickery, and it has worked on both sides and failed on both sides.
Yeah,
But failed a
yeah.
little bit more for me. I I'm always one short on what I need, and it's just driving me crazy. So how do I? So I just need to go for spite now and try to get some blocks. Just try
Yeah,
to
I mean,
narrow it
I've got
down.
3 units out there that only have 1 block left. That could have been 3 more banners for you.
Hmm. I mean, just the heavy war machine. That was the cruelest cut. It's like, really? That's what it's for, though. Let's just do this then. I've been saving these up, so these guys will all move there. These guys will move there. All right. So we got attack versus Legion 10, Auxilia, 2 dice plus leader bonus. Nice.
Ooh.
They might just make some kind of statement.
Then
Maybe.
we did 2 dice battling back. 1.
Okay. And then the Warriors here, same target, 2 dice plus leader bonus. Oh, it's heavy units.
2 dice for your leader. Close.
All right.
Two dice from the war machine. Nothing.
Do line command. Take 1 step that way.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we got an Auxilia that can throw there. 1 die. Gets a hit. And then we got an Auxilia here with 3 dice plus leader bonus. Can we do it? We can do it! Alright, Labienus. Do you fall? Do not fall. Alright.
Saved your camp. Good job.
A moment of breathing room.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, leader intersection. So it will be those. Alright. So he's going to go one. So he's going to come down there. He's going to fire. He's going to come there. Yeah, I guess I'll just do 3 and not 4. So we'll deactivate him. Okay. Alright, so we got Auxilia here, did not move. We'll target that guy with 2 dice. Ooh.
Mm.
Okay. And then we have to do this one first, so he's got to go against Labienus. So it'll be 3 dice. Looking for a leader symbol. Nope. So he may evade away. Okay. And that's considered an evade, so I do not get to advance. I don't believe. That is all.
Six dice, because I am Caesar. So 2 reds, blue, and a green. So 2 shots over the river. They're juicy. 2 dice to them. Boo!
Going for the
Leo
kill.
10 against Auxilia with 2 dice and leader bonus.
And there it is. Would you like to move the block?
Nah, you can move the block.
Thanks. Okay. That's exasperating. That just never got off the ground. I mean, just four cards. I mean, I'm curious to see what you can do with 4 cards. I'm sure you will surprise the hell out of me with some of your magic and trickery with four cards. But man, it's just like I was always on my back foot. I mean, just right from the moment where I committed the cavalry, and then you blocked me in, and I'm reacting to that, and then my whole goal for this with the tribes is don't get in the river if you don't have to, and I see you're using the same military doctrine until such time as you ford into the river and beat the snot out of poor Auxilia there at the end. So, but
That wasn't so much a conscious choice. I just didn't have cards. I have yet to get any cards for my right flank. Nothing to order medium troops around. So it was cavalry and so much, left. That's kind of play what I had.
I mean, I'm looking at this, and I've got 5 of your units out there, and only 2 of mine. I mean, yeah, 5 of your units are totally vulnerable, but I just couldn't close the deal because couldn't get across the river, no range, and so that's disheartening. With the units scattered as they are, trying to build some cohesion and not wanting to abandon the camp because I knew you were doing something there with either the cavalry or the Legion 10.
And that, I mean, just because of all my left side cards, that was like, all right, I'll just go try and take the camp. And you just, man, you just butchered that cavalry. And
right, but when I really needed to butcher the Legion 10 and surround them, I couldn't. I got all but 1, and and then you killed 2 units from it. So, grr, well done, begrudgingly. Grr, well done. Let's take 5.
all right.
I took a much needed constitutional. We are back for round number 2. Now I get to have fun with Caesar's legions. Mwah. Yes. Any advice?
Um, no.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
have my 6 cards. So, once again, good luck, but not too much.
Good luck to you too.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So when Caesar is attacked, they can move to and still battle.
Yes.
Okay.
Forgot about that one. That would have been handy.
Yes.
Not that I had any medium troop cards to do anything with that, but yes.
Do 3 in the center.
Ah, look at that.
Those 3. Come up. Come up. And have the heavy war machine fire first at your warriors. Let's see if I have the same kind of wonderful aim as you. 2 dice. No. And then the mediums will throw their pilum. 1 die. Getting retreat you can ignore. Do 4 on the right. Or leader plus 4, rather. So it will be the whole unit here. And go there. There. And 1, 2, 3. All right. No targets to throw anything at, so that is all. You and I have gone very silent to this game. It's very thinky.
Yeah. I have an interesting hand that
You're trying to
I'm
suss it
trying to
out, yeah.
force a strategy with the cards I have.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that turns out. Probably run dry, and just as I leave myself won't open to retaliation, and that'll be the end of that.
Do a move, fire, move. Guys will move there. He will move there. The rest will just fire. So 1 die there. It's your medium cav. Nothing. Same target from the auxilia. Nothing. 2 dice at your auxilia in the... Oh, it's shooting into the woods.
So you're only gonna get you
Just...
moved,
Oh,
but
the light bow did
you're
not
still gonna get
move.
1 die because you're
Yeah.
reduced to 1 die, but you can't roll no dice. So
Well, the light bow didn't move, so they're just going to roll 1 die into the
they didn't
woods.
move.
No.
Yep, then you're reduced by a die. So
Nothing. All right. And these guys did not move, and they'll throw 2 at your leader. Nothing. And these guys did move, and they'll throw 1 die at your light there in the corner. Come on, flag. No. All right, and then we reassemble there and there. Okay.
you inadvertently have stymied my ambitious move.
Oh, excellent.
One die. They moved, but they can still throw because they only moved one. So 1 dot, same unit.
Is this the auxilia?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't move, so they'll get 2 die. Ooh, rats.
Support!
And they're shooting out of the forest.
I think that's fine. It's just shooting into the forest.
Yeah. It's in, that's 1, so 2 of those light bowmen. Let's see if we can't duplicate that roll. No. But, yeah, you know, play knows.
Okay, let's try outflanked. Those 4?
Here.
So,
Unorthodox.
well, you know.
Really want those flags, don't you?
Well, ultimately, yes. Okay, we'll start over here. Your lights against your lights. 2 dice. This one against your warriors there with Bogdanos. Ooh, well, they can ignore both. And then,
I could have ignored 3 flags if he had rolled it.
that's right. All right, so Cav versus Cav. Got a little scrape here. 3 dice. 2 hits. And then the auxilia against the same target. And you will evade, so I'm looking for a triangle. 3 dice. Nope. Alright. Chase them back into the woods. And that is all.
Retreats ignore terrain, right? So I go right through the woods.
You do, correct.
Yeah. Man, why'd you do that?
Am I enticing you into something? A honeypot?
No. You yet again spoiled my plans.
I'd say that's still a pretty good plan. Okay, that one we will evade. Great evade. Hit. Retreat.
Unbelievable. All this dancing back and forth and not one victory banner yet.
I know. It's, alright. Let's do 2 on the left. Let's see if we can't press it. Do these 2. Start with this. 3 dice. Get a hit. Okay, and then same target, 3 dice.
One of us, we killed 2 of you.
Yeah, okay, 2 now. Ah, duh.
But just 1.
Just 1. Alright. So that is all.
All right. Forced my hand.
Man,
Stupid game.
I've never seen one of those cards in a while.
Four dice. With leader support.
That'll do.
4 dice with leader support. Or dice led by leader. What would you like to do?
I will evade that one. Yeah.
Well evaded, sir.
Keep going. These guys will throw 2 dice at your medium cav there. Or, excuse me, 1 die for moving. Nothing. These guys will attack now with 3 dice plus leader support. Yeah.
3 dice come back.
Uh-huh. Seriously. Alright. So much fun. Can't stop having fun. Alright, throw a die. 1 die at your medium. Nothing. Okay.
You gotta do it. How else is gonna work? 2 dice at the Legio, right? Because I'm limited to 2 dice when you're in the river as well.
Correct. Plus leader.
Yeah. All right. 1 hit.
2 back with leader.
Same target. 2 dice with leader. 1 hit.
2 back with leader. And here is a leader check. He's okay.
4 dice.
And they'll evade. Do my heavy troops.
Oh dear.
That's all I got at this point. Yes, there and there. Okay. So these guys will attack there with 5 dice. What would you like to do? Okay, so evading, 5 dice, triangles only. Great evade.
Jeez.
Labinus targets your warriors. 5 dice plus leader. Getting 2 hits.
4 dice back.
Okay. Check the leader.
Three dice with leader support. So close.
5 dice back.
So close. Fine, if they finish them off with 3 dice. Here we go.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. That should not have worked. See, folks, That's why for weeks on end you've seen me do stupid cavalry moves that always blow up my faces because I'm always expecting them to do that. And now that it's done it, it will never happen to me again. Jeez.
Oh, the 10th Legion. We will sing songs. Songs in ode to you for your inability to finish the warriors. It's just all poop. It's all poop. Just chew up some of this. We will do attack your leader over here. 2 dice. No. And send a hail of arrows across the river to your cavalry in honor of the 10th Legion. No. Back to you.
Okay. Two dice out of the river with leader support against your light infantry.
He'll evade.
Same deal. 2 dice now against your cav.
Evading.
And 2 dice against them.
Okay. 2 dice back. Nothing.
I want a spear. I want a spear.
Do a line command. Okay, just those. Okay. Caesar will attack the warriors in the river with 3 dice per his bonus.
Oh! Oh! Caesar. Nothing. Man.
And then these guys will attempt to finish 2 dice plus leader bonus. And finish them. And these guys will attack Boudreaux with 2 dice. And get nothing.
Oh, 2 dice back, yeah.
Alright.
Four dice with leader support.
See if we can flee.
Good evade. Three dice of leader support. One hit. Let's check that leader. He's good, so you can ignore those both of those banners.
Okay, 4 dice back with leader. Here's the leader check.
Wheels are coming off.
Too little, too late for me, I think, but we shall see. this one
Good
first.
use of Caesar.
Mm. So this will be 5 dice plus leader bonus.
Four dice back. They hit.
Did you hit Caesar? Did
Nope.
not. Okay. And then 4 dice from these with leader bonus. We send them packing across the river, though, as usual.
Double boo. One spear. Two spears. One spear.
Of course. Okay. Do 3 on the right. Do 3 dice from Caesar out of the water plus leader bonus. Just barely.
Caesar wished to use his leader's prerogative. And he does.
Does.
Caesar's got to clean some stuff up.
Does. He's not going to do 5 dice against these auxilia plus leader bonus. 2 hits and retreat. These auxilia here in the water. We will attack with 2 dice plus leader bonus. Hit and retreat. They will advance. Battle again against these guys. 2 dice plus leader. Okay. That is all.
It's not the optimal way I wanted to do this, but
And the auxilia shall inherit the earth.
all right. 5 dice with leader bonus.
Wow. Punishing. Didn't even have a chance. Nicely done. See if Caesar falls. Caesar lives.
He can't fall yet.
Yes.
He's got other things to do.
Well,
Good comeback.
yeah. I mean, that's really the only thing I can ascribe as a positive for me on this one is I managed to tighten it up a little bit, give you something to think about. But yeah, I'm always just one pip short. That's pretty standard. I'm used to that, but I I I've had such a good run of late that it's like, oh, I've forgotten that my luck comes crashing down when I need it. But no, it's great. I mean, you got 16 banners tonight, sir. So I got 8. So 16 to 8. You won both sides, so it's not exactly skewed. I think the
Yeah, I mean, at first, all my cards were telling me to go left. So that's what I was doing. And then that just right up, and I got all those cavalry cards. I'm like, well, okay, let's
yeah.
try doing something on the right. And that, wow. I mean,
As set piece battles go, I really like this one because with the 8 banners, you have some time. Well, perceptively, you have some time to formulate something, maybe. But it just with the Roman, like I got no specialty cards with the Romans except for the large commands like line and this, that, and the other. But it was all section cards, so I never got a double time or a rally or anything like that that I'm aware of. I might have had a double time, but it's just it gets away from you. You see something and you try to go for it, and if it doesn't work just right, you expose that side, especially on the left flank there for the Romans. You and I squabbled back and forth over that. And if I didn't kill you outright, you just came in with the mounted charge and then the mounted card again and the warriors, and you just took out my two best units there with the Legio. So it's
And yeah, I mean, well, once I had all those cards, it was just like, at first I was just gonna try and charge down there, but then when you got into the river, like, well, this is my
yeah,
chance.
right,
You know what? When he's only stuck rolling 2 dice, I have to strike. I have to try and kill those guys.
right. And that was my hope, was to, on the previous turn, was to knock you out so that I could complete the fording of the river. But then you rushed back in, you packed the line, and I couldn't get out of the river. So that was great on your part, but it was unfortunate that I was one die short of wiping out that one cavalry that I needed to flush him away. But yeah, no, I definitely want to play this one again a few times for both sides, because it's got a lot of neat moving parts, and I love the river. I love the river ones when they're fordable, and it's like, yeah, no, you come across the river first. No, you come across the river first. I'm not going to the river. But
I
you can
was
only,
gonna cross river. I was gonna try and come across in mass over there on the left.
yeah,
Where I had a little bit of breathing room, I would think,
yeah,
to get across and gather my forces. But then my cards just dried up. With only 4 cards, that's all you can really do.
yeah. And you're telegraphing what you're going to do. I mean, I saw that you were making that left shift, so I was trying to cover that side too. I figured if you were going to do a breakthrough, it was going to be as you did against the Legio there, where I provided you the fodder for that, or it was going to be on the left side. It seems like this one, it's telling you by the setup itself, don't, as the Belgic tribes, don't go up the center, because there lies madness and Caesar.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, and I did not use Caesar at all. And wow, that's an eye opener to
Well,
watching him
well,
go to work.
yeah. I mean,
So
he can be a hot knife. If you catch him, if you catch a unit out of the river, if you get him across the river through advancing, then yeah. Again,
but
it was, you managed to hold out that I got the retreat on the warrior unit, and I couldn't advance out before I really wanted to do 2 knockouts, boom boom, but uh, unfortunately you got the full retreat across the river. But no, this is a good one. I like it. I mean, you did fantastic tonight. No two ways about it. Just every single one of your plans, with the exception of that where we first did the horsey dance in the first one. We were both trying to cut each other off. Typically, that ends poorly for one person, but that was a lot of effort for both of us on that side. So, but we hope you enjoyed this first chapter of the Gallic Wars and Caesar's triumph in Gaul. And come on back. We've got 4 more for this set of battles, and we'll see how Caesar fares each and every week for the next month. And of course, we would love to hear your feedback there down in the bottom comments section. That is for you to use, opine, and give commiseration, consolation, or just battle tactics if you've got something for it. If you've played these scenarios, we'd love to hear about it. And of course, click the like and subscribe button as per usual. And any final thoughts for us this evening, sir?
I think you've covered it all.
Okay.
So
Right.
let me bid you a good night.
I will bid you a fond farewell, and we will see you all here next week. Have a good one.
Right.
Good night.